ಮಧುಮೇಹ ನಿವಾರಣೆ ಎಂಬತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಸಕ್ಕರೆ ಕಾಯಿಲೆನ 200, 300, 400 ತನಕ ಹತ್ತಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥವ್ರಿಗೂ ಸಹಿತ ಖಂಡಿತವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಸಕ್ಕರೆ ಅಂಶ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ.
ಸಕ್ಕರೆ ಕಾಯಿಲೆಯ ನಿಯಂತ್ರಣಕ್ಕೆ ಮಧುಮೇಹ ನಿವಾರಣಾ.
ಡಾರ್ಕ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಜೈಲ್ ಫುಡ್ ಇಂಟರಿಮ್ ಫುಡ್ ಬೇಕಂತ ಈಗ ಮ್ಯಾಜಿಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ವೆರಿ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಇಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಚಾಲೆಂಜಿಂಗ್.
No, what is the right or the prejudice that is going to
what is the transfer that you have made is contrary to law is what is said.
No, law provides, but
under what provision you can transfer?
Not, it's the jurisdiction of the magistrate under 167(2) when he remands. He has the control and supervision or the...
Under what circumstances that can be exercised?
Yes, non-application of mind is... Now, there is nothing... We will not let the magistrate pass a fresh order within a couple of days based on whatever requisition we have made. And then...
Where is your requisition?
Requisition is not produced.
Where? Shrimatra ilva?
Illi,
page number 114 and 115, my lord. Yes, ma'am. List all the accused. ಮುಂದುವರೆದು
ದೃಶ್ಯ ಮಾಧ್ಯಮ ದಿನಪತ್ರಿಕೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಸಹ ಸೋಣ್ಸು ದಸ್ತಗಿರಿಯಾಗಿರುವ ಆರೋಪಿಗಳು ಮೇಲ್ ಕಾಣಿಸಿದ ಪಟ್ಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಮೂದಿಸಿರುವ ಅಂಡರ್ ವಾಟ್ ಪ್ರೊವಿಷನ್ ಸರ್? You submit a requisition and the magistrate passes an order.
Yes.
Neither the requisition has some application of mind nor the order of the magistrate.
Yes.
What is the basis for requisition is the photograph.
Yes, photographs.
Can that result in this?
Yes, no, inside the prison, if something like this happens and...
what has happened?
Not where the crime is registered against them.
All right. What has happened inside the prison?
For certain offences.
What offences?
Which is violative of prison.
What has happened?
The pictures which are shown.
All right. Holding a cigarette.
Holding a cigarette.
Chewing tambak and kanalla alli cigarette matra.
The audacity that is conveyed.
No, that's all right.
The audacity
holding a cigarette. Who is responsible?
I hold against everything.
Who is responsible? What action have you taken against the jail authorities?
They are
what action have you taken against them?
Under investigation. They are also
what investigation? In crime register madidira? Departmental inquiry madidira? Where is the show cause notice issued or charge sheet filed?
The preliminary inquiry is that because it could be...
Where is the show cause notice issued to them? In the list to those jail authorities, how did you let the cigarette come in?
They itself sell the cigarettes.
ಅದು ಗೊತ್ತು ಸರ್, ನೀವು ಎಲ್ಲ ಓಪನ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಡಿ, ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಇರಿ.
No, it appears crime is also registered against the prison authorities.
Where?
I will place that.
Place it.
ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ದಿ ಕಾಪಿ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಎಫ್ಐಆರ್.
ಯಾರು ಅವ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು?
ಅವ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ, ಬೇರೆ ಅಕ್ಯೂಸ್ ಯಾರ ಮೇಲೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು?
ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಜೈಲ್ ಅಥಾರಿಟೀಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ?
ಅದೇ ಅದು ವೆರಿ ಡಿರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಡ್ಯೂಟಿನ ಅಲ್ಲ ಕ್ರೈಮ್ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಪಿರಸಿ ಇದೆಯಾ ಅಂತ ನೋಡಿದ್ರು ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಿಲಿಮಿನರಿ ಎಂಕ್ವೈರಿ.
ಡಿರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಡ್ಯೂಟಿ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಎಂಕ್ವೈರಿ. ವೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ಇಟ್?
ಎಸ್ಪೆಷಲಿ ದಿಸ್ ಪೆಟಿಷನರ್ ವೀಲ್ಸ್
ಎಲ್ಲ ಇದೆ
ಅಲ್ಲ, ಲಾಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಇನ್ಫ್ಲುಯೆನ್ಸ್.
ಈಗ ಸಿಗರೇಟ್ ಒಳಗ್ ಬಂತು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದೀರ. why you still have smoking zones in your jail?
ಅದು ಹಳೆ ಮ್ಯಾನ್ಯುಯಲ್. ನಾವು
ಯಾಕೆ
ಅಲ್ಲ ಆವಾಗ ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷರ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಮಾಡಿರೋ
ಈಗ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ
ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು.
ವೈ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ
ಅಂದ್ಮೇಲೆ
ಇದನ್ನ ಕ್ರೈಮ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಸಿಗರೇಟ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕ್ರೈಮ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಡೆಸಿಗ್ನೇಟೆಡ್ ಸ್ಮೋಕಿಂಗ್ ಝೋನ್ಸ್.
ಅಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ರೂಲ್ಸ್ ಡಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ಡೆಸಿಗ್ನೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ. ನಿನ್ನೆ ಅಂತ ರೂಲ್ ಇತ್ತು, ಇಲ್ಲ ನಾಳೆ ಅಂತ ರೂಲ್ ಬರ್ಬೋದು, ಈಗ ಡೆಸಿಗ್ನೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ.
ಇನ್ ಆಂಟಿಸಿಪೇಷನ್.
ಅಲ್ಲ, ಇಟ್ ಕುಡ್ ಬಿ ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷರ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ
ಅದನ್ನ ನೀವು ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತಿಲ್ಲ.
ಇಲ್ಲಿ
when the statute clearly says smoking is completely banned, how can you have
just remove those provisions?
Smoking zones in the prison? And if you have smoking zones in the prison, how can you hold someone responsible for holding a cigarette?
If I have a zone, unless I permits smoking.
Who permits sir? ಇವ್ರು ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ತರ್ತಾರೆ?
ಅದು ಬೇರೆ ವಿಚಾರ.
ಅದೇ ವಿಚಾರ ಬೇರೆ ಅಲ್ವೇ?
There is what is called the Karnataka prison rules. Karnataka prison
ಎಲ್ಲ ರೂಲ್ಸ್ ಬಿಡಿ. How do the prisoners get cigarette inside the...
all about 6 acts. ಇದೆಲ್ಲ
acts ಬಿಡಿ sir. How do the prisoners get cigarettes or other things inside the prison?
It is in conspiracy with the
without the connivance of the jail authorities. Can it happen? Can it happen?
Allah, it could happen otherwise by the food being brought by somebody else.
Scanner ilva?
Scanner
allowed from 4 years. From 4 years food is not allowed.
Sorry, all right. Food is not allowed. That's why he is there.
ಅಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಫುಡ್ ಏನೋ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ.
ಹೆಂಗ್ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ? ನಾಟ್ ಅಲೌಡ್ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ?
ಫುಡ್ ಸರ್ಟನ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಅಲೌಡ್.
ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಅಲೌಡ್?
ಅಲ್ಲ, ಫುಡ್ ಪರ್ಮನೆಂಟ್ ರಿಕ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ
ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ? ಇಲ್ವಾ ರಿಕ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್?
ಯಾರು ಬರ್ತೀವಿ? ಅಲ್ಲ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಕ್ರೈಮ್ ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಆಗಿದೆ.
ಏನು ಫುಡ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಲ್ಲ.
ಅಲ್ಲ ಇವರು ಬೋತ್ ಡೆರಿಲಿಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಡ್ಯೂಟಿ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಇದು ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಪಿರಸಿ ಕೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನ ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಲುಕ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ದಟ್.
So I tell you, if you dig deep into it, it gets terribly murkier.
Allah should
many skeletons will come out of the
lot
cupboard.
of skeletons is always there. Cupboard ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅದನ್ನ ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ
ಅದಕ್ಕೆ
skeletons ಬಹಳ ಇದೆ. I can only defend saying that they sends a wrong signal to the
what signal? ಈಗ ನೀವು ಮಾಡಿರೋದು wrong signal ಅಲ್ವಾ?
not a lordship judgment.
ಮತ್ತೆ
The acts of the
exactly, I am going to observe that if cigarette is banned in prison, you still have a smoking zone. If you still have a smoking zone, there are smokers. If there are smokers, how does the cigarette come into the prison?
No, I can have so many zones, but does if the rules
Why do you want to keep the zones?
the zones were there when the cigarettes were permitted? Let us assume that
No, cigarettes are not permitted. Your rule is not amended. It still shows zones.
Yes, we are in the process of amending the act itself.
Act itself.
Yes.
You have 10 years ಇಂದಾನ ಈಗಲ.
ಅಲ್ಲ ಈಗ ಹೊಸ ಪ್ರಪೋಸಲ್ ಬಂದಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಅದಿನ್ನು 2-3 months ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ.
All right.
So therefore,
My lord, in fact, I am the ordinary prisoner here.
no,
I'm getting
he's
the
the man
celebrity.
who's attempted to destroy evidence. 30 lakhs was found from him.
My lord,
That was the
my
main one.
Accused number?
14.
my lord, my deeds outside the prison and inside the prison have to be taken
He even
independently.
destroy evidence.
Just because I'm been I'm an under trial prisoner for one particular offense, that doesn't mean anything that happens in the prison I will be held responsible despite
ಇವರೇ ತಂದ್ಕೊಟ್ರು ಅಂತ.
ಏನೂ ಇಲ್ಲ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ, ನನ್ನ ಮೇಲೆ ಏನೇನೂ ಇಲ್ಲ.
30 lakhs he was.
Was he there sitting with him?
No, he was not. He was not.
He was not.
No, 30 lakhs was recovered from him.
But that is all right. He is facing trial for that.
Hundreds of
Yeah,
prisons
question
are
ಕೇಳ್ತಾ
there,
ಇಲ್ಲ
under
ಇದು.
trial prisoners are there.
Huh?
ಎಲ್ಲ hundreds of prisoners are there for different reasons in the
That's
prison.
all right. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಕ್ವಾಶನ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲ.
With reasons they are there. Different reasons. Of
Different
course.
reason.
So
This
there
cannot
was
be
some
the
reason.
reason.
Yes,
ಅಷ್ಟೇ.
Whether his shifting is with reason or not ಅಂತ ಅಷ್ಟೇ.
ಅಷ್ಟೇ.
If they bar smoking,
It could be.
they cannot control the prison, my lord.
Huh?
If they stop smoking, they cannot control the prison. First, start ಅಲ್ಲಿ. Smoking is not, it may be injurious to health, but it is not a big offense, my lord. Yeah, because all the criminals,
I don't know how he knows.
the police will. I know everything, sir, because the police cannot.
How do you know everything?
I have faced everything, my lord.
Faced everything.
Yes. No, my lord, without the prison authorities' permission, the cigarette
And that is there. Without SPP sir, without the connivance of your authorities, nothing will go in. Not here, not in remand homes.
Not for a moment. I will
No,
say,
not
deny.
here and not in remand homes.
And SPP suggested that the matter may be remanded back for fresh hearing. The apex court judgment which I furnished on the last date.
ಯಾವ್ದು ಕೊಟ್ರಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ?
State of Maharashtra.
ಮಹಾರಾಷ್ಟ್ರ, Said Sohail.
Please,
Ah.
in that, my lord, the High Court itself had directed for retransfer, which was confirmed by the Supreme Court. So this honorable court itself can pass the order.
We'll see,
as my
we'll see. Yes.
submission.
Ashta will do that. Set it aside, follow this judgment.
And, we will-
Allow law to take its course.
With the
Law to
liberty-
take its course the way the apex court has held.
with liberty for the prosecution to
With
make
liberty
such
you have,
application.
I will just follow this judgment,
No, that
the
shouldn't.
state of Maharashtra's
Yeah.
judgment.
Yes, I'm sorry. That shouldn't put stop for us to make a requisition before the court.
You make any requisition.
Yes.
See, you should penalize the persons who are found there. Accused 1, 2, 3 or whatever. En masse, how can you send everyone?
ಅಲ್ಲ ಎನ್ಮಾಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ರೈಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದವ್ರನ್ನ.
ಆಯ್ತು, ಏನು ಅವ್ರ ಕ್ರೈಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಪಿರಸಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರ ಅಲ್ಲಿ? Were they creating problem for the witnesses? Were they creating problem for the jail authorities?
No,
Were they doing such things?
No, that action itself.
That action
the
itself.
apprehension, the
Who was in the action? Accused 1, 2 or 3, whoever it
No,
was.
itself.
All the 14 accused you transfer?
ಅಲ್ಲಲ್ಲ, that group with audacity, if you can send messages
Who has sent?
to the
Who has sent?
media.
Who has sent? Has he sent it?
No,
Do you have any prima facie material that he has sent it?
Even
He was
put
somewhere
in the
else
time.
in some other cell.
No, the main accused.
Main accused. You transfer him, no problem. If he is found in possession of a cigarette or whatever and unexplainable, you do it. But why all the persons who are somewhere else in some other prison? Some other cell rather. They are not in this scene, they are not involved in anything. Or not that.
No, of course, they are in some other cell, but they get to meet.
Sir, what triggered the situation, Lauritara? He is in some other cell.
No, we have said in so many words that they could be a threat because they have conspired and so on.
ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು no material for that at all.
Yes, yes.
No material.
No material. No
Correct.
support. Except
And there is an interim order granted. By then he was in transit.
Yeah, but that of course he was in transit and the order was
Got it
made
back.
2 days prior to the passing of the order by the Supreme Court. There is no intention to hurry up. On the day of the interim order passed, he was
And
underway
what is this,
at 3:30 in the morning.
Affidavit to dark cell ಹಾಕಿದಿರ right?
That he is not complaining about now.
No dark cell ಈಗ. ಇದೇನು ಮುಂಬೈ ಅಂಧೇರಿ ಅಲ್ಲ ಇದು.
Except for the dark cell, that's the only other reference of Andheri I can take. Sir,
Page 17.
Page 17 of
What is the indication there?
top and
Top corner.
The affidavit itself
Is it?
says I'm put
Yeah.
in a single cell.
ಅಂಧೇರಿ.
How many under trial prisoners?
There.
Name is there.
Name is there. Name in
Correct.
ಅವ ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷರ್ಸ್ ಇಂದ ಅಂಧೇರಿ ಅಂತ ಬರೆಯೋದು ಆ ಸೆಲ್ ಹೆಸರು.
ಮುಂಬೈ ಅಂಧೇರಿ ಅಲ್ಲ
Let
ಇದು.
him swear to
Cell
an
ಅಲ್ಲಿ
affidavit.
ಕೇಳ್ತಿರೋದು.
Let
No,
him
no, no.
swear to yes.
Sir, why have you endorsed this as Andheri?
Not I mean,
Why have you endorsed it as Andheri?
no. Andheri is that block is Andheri during
ಅದೇ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದು ಮುಂಬೈ ಅಂಧೇರಿ ಹೇಳ್ದಂಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು
ಅವಾಗ-
ಜೈಲಲ್ಲಿ. Yes.
Let him say
ಹಾ.
one word that I was put in a dark cell. It was all based because as the inmate was being transferred from Bangalore to
No,
Belgaum.
ಬೇರೆ inmates transfer ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ requisition?
My lord, it's
Give me the inmates
No,
transfer
their
requisition.
same requisition, my lord.
Same
Case number
requisition. ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ
114.
ಅಂಧೇರಿ ಅಂತಿದ್ಯಾ?
ಇಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲ their respective prisons they have been sent, my lord.
ಇದು
I am
ಇದು
housed
ಮಾತ್ರನಾ?
only in this prison.
It is
This
only
prison.
based on this he would build a story.
My lord.
Correct.
Yes.
Lord, my IA,
Correct.
my lord, my IA, when I say that there's a Deccan Herald article, they say I build a story on that.
Yes, yes.
Now I show their own affidavit and their document, they say I build a
Okay.
story.
Let him
What,
say
how should an under trial
What
prisoner in
is
prison
it
prove his
different
case, my lord?
from other cell? If he says that,
Shall I
no,
submit,
then
my lord?
let him say.
The difference, my lord. Shall I submit, sir? That Andheri cells, they don't have any bathroom.
ಅದು ಗೊತ್ತು ಸರ್.
Yes, my lord. That
Wait.
20
No, let him say that. Let him say that. Let him swear to an affidavit, except saying
Already sworn, sir. Yes.
ಈಗ ಅವ್ರು if he wants to pursue that
No,
application,
this observation I'll have to make because why is the communication to the Kalburgi cell depicts him to be Andheri.
Andheri is the name of the cell. Doesn't mean that it is dark and without a toilet.
Andheri is the name of the cell.
Yes, yes,
All right.
yes. Don't let him not harp on that. If he's harping on that, let there be an
My
inquiry.
lord, I did not, my lord. They wanted, they asked
Now,
for an explanation.
Is he going? Is he
No,
going back?
my lord,
to
I am
that?
not going back, my lord. I am clear on my
That's not
stand.
the affidavit.
I am not, my lord. Why am I being told that I am going back? I am not.
1 minute. SPP sir, first day I told you, offense is the best force of defense, but it will not work here.
No?
My lord, my intention of this petition is to get a retransfer.
Retransfer, that's all.
That's the intention of the petition. But
Matter was-
how I am being
Get a
held up
retransfer.
Retransfer.
But how-
Andheri to Ujala.
Andheri to
to
open.
Ujala,
Leave it. We'll do it.
please.
14th.